Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. Hoping your morning is going well, and we're about to brighten it up just a little more. Colorful like the ocean is a perfect way to describe the paintings that we have on set this week, done by none other than Randall Gerard Fulchan. Randall, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
It's a pleasure to have you with us on the show this morning. When we all walked in, we were just in awe, looking at all of the different paintings. Well, some of these that we have on set, because we were discussing earlier that you have a lot of paintings.
Yes.
Yeah?
A lot.
And when we say a lot, I mean, we're talking possibly more than 100 or hundreds.
Yeah.
Because I've seen with some of your exhibits, you've done 30 plus paintings in one, 20 plus in the other. And one can only imagine how much time it takes. But before we get into these beautiful pieces that we have on set this morning, let's chat a little bit about your inspiration and how you started.
So how I started, really began when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw this program on Channel 4 at the time, Painting for Pleasure by Ian Ali.
Mm-hmm.
And he would teach how to paint the landscapes. And that really just, I don't know, made a switch in my mind. And ever since, I did art for CXC. And then I stopped and I pursued another career.
Mm-hmm.
And art just called me back. So 2011, I decided I want to become an artist. And I want to try my best to be one of the best artists of Trinidad and Tobago.
I know, definitely.
And that's it from there. Here I am today.
I mean, it definitely has left an incredible mark and is leaving an incredible mark on our community as well. Because one of the things that I personally see with all of your images is they bring absolute joy. They're so colorful and beautiful. So let's start with the painting behind you. I think this one in particular, just taking a look at the rainbow, also gives me, you know, some of that sun rising. Let me not give my interpretation, because here on the Now Morning Show, when we start to interpret people's artwork, things just change. So share with us a little bit about Home of Faithfulness.
Yes, so that painting was done for my first solo exhibition in 2021. So the houses in the paintings represent a safe space and a place where we could all be loved and feel nurtured and welcomed. The plains represent the Caroni landscape. And as I said, the rainbow is this symbol of peace and a symbol of a promise. Right? It stems back to my religious views as well.
Interesting. So we see, I know you, I mean, your list of achievements are incredible, from taekwondo to culinary arts and so much more. Would you say that that affects or inspires some of your paintings?
Yes. Every challenge or everything that we've been through in life, it has a part to play in how we perceive or how we do things. And my life experiences has greatly impacted my work, because if it wasn't for, let's say, the martial arts, I would not have been so dedicated or so motivated to be consistent.
I was going to ask, how does that come with your painting as well? Because I know you need insane discipline to do the martial arts.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about the next painting we have here. And viewers, hopefully you can see this beautiful, beautiful painting of the Red House, Path of Independence. Let's talk a little bit about that, from 1962, of course.
So this painting was done last year.
Okay.
For the Rotunda Gallery had an exhibition based on independence. And I wanted to capture the Red House because I've never painted the Red House before.
Right.
And I wanted to make a mark within my work and show that this type of painting, right, or the Red House could be placed into my work. Okay. And so what it is really about, it's the landscape, but painted from my imagination, because that landscape does not represent the where the Red House is.
Right.
So it's placing it into my own world to see. And yeah.
I mean, I think you've definitely done an incredible job. One can only imagine the flora and fauna that would have been around at the time, you know, just prior to, in the area where the Red House is now, and perfect mix of color as well. Now, let's go on to this next one. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Flourishing Land.
Yes.
Share a little bit about this with us.
This painting was really a fun project. It was actually entered into the Republic Bank's art competition. And it was to depict our landscape, right? But a beautiful place, a place where, well, which goes into my my genre of painting, a place where nature is glorified, and these beautiful animals and flowers and so on represents our landscape, but in my own interpretation.
It's absolutely beautiful because you can see the intricacy of the detail. I realize this is a toucan.
Yes.
And there are butterflies.
Yes.
So
and there
incredible.
are little turtles as well, and parrots and
wow, and a waterfall.
Ibis, scarlet ibis.
Oh, lovely.
Yes,
oh, yeah, I see them now, definitely. Now, this one behind us here, this is absolutely beautiful as well. So let's talk a little bit about that.
So this one is entitled Where Love is Found. And again, it's a place where we want to feel like we are relaxing, where we can feel that sense of hope. And where love is found is that it goes back to the Garden of Eden. And I think that would have been a really peaceful or joyous time, and where we will be loved.
Yes, definitely. One of the themes I realize that resonates through all of your pieces is joy and safety and love,
Yes.
which is so beautiful. And knowing that your artwork brings that, it's understood why your artwork sits in rooms all over the world. How does that feel?
Humbling, I guess, yeah.
That's wonderful. Do you have any particular piece that you love most of all? Because I know, you've done hundreds, so is there anything that sticks out in particular?
Yes, I hoard them. I don't let anybody see them.
Oh.
Yes.
So that's like your VIP collection?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Well, this is absolutely incredible. Again, bringing such a piece of serenity, and you have such a peaceful spirit as well, which we've seen communicated onto the canvas. Now, one question to ask, how long do works like this take?
So all these paintings are oil paintings,
right,
and they take a very long time to dry. Some could take, depends on the size, could take a week, could take a couple of months. Yeah.
Is that stressful, like waiting for your painting to dry?
No, not really.
No?
I got accustomed to the process.
You got accustomed to it. Do you have to put anything up to perhaps protect it while it's drying, or you just let it sit open?
Because if anything is placed on it, it'll stick on it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you might see some with dust specks and so on, fused to the paint.
Wonderful. I know you've exhibited again, as we said, not just here, but throughout the region and the world as well. Is there any particular exhibition that has stuck out to you on your journey?
I think it would be the exhibition that I did in 2018 at 101 Art Gallery with Mark Pereiro.
Wonderful.
He's the one responsible for giving me my first major exposure.
That's absolutely fantastic. And if I'm not mistaken, you're also recipients of the Carlisle Chang Award.
Yes,
How
at
was
the
that
Art
for you?
Society. So that was really joyous. And I did, at that time, I did line drawings, pen and ink. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
total difference.
So what else do you do, if you don't mind us asking as an artist?
Wood carvings, paintings, drawings. Can do anything I try. Yeah.
Well, you are definitely blessed beyond measure. Your talent is absolutely amazing, and it's beautiful to see that you're able to live that out and in many ways minister to others with such incredible and moving artwork. Randall, Gerard, Fulchan, thank you for being with us and being a part of our art exhibit series on Now. Looking forward to seeing a lot more of you, and hopefully one day we'll see some of those images that paintings that you've curated, but kept from us.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Trinidad and Tobago, the Now Morning Show has a lot more coming because guess what? It's somebody's birthday today. We'll see who when we come back.